Please,
And you
thank
give it
you.
a little tap.
Little
And
tap.
you go ahead, you hold both sides and you shake over your shoulder.
Well, I mean, doesn't
Ooh.
matter which shoulder, because I'm left-handed.
Any shoulder,
Pray
Kezzianne.
for your
Any,
girl,
any
guys.
shoulder.
Pray for your girl.
So I'm going to ice you up in the meantime.
My foodie family, it's Kezzy, and we are here, new location, new things, because this is a brand new show, Wah Yuh Drinkin. With me, I have Raakesh, and he's going to be teaching us all about some good rum punch. So let's get mixing. So guys, you know we are always eating and always having a good time, but I mean, we always have to drink too, right? And that makes sense? So I had to get, of course, an expert, a man who knows, you know everything, right? And you know everything?
I would think so.
Everything about drinks, you name it, he can mix it. So this is Raakesh, and he'll be with us. But I need you to tell the people at home more about you, so they can know that you're qualified to teach me.
Well, I've been in the industry for over 25 years
Right.
in the area of food and beverage. I started my career really in the bar.
Okay.
All right. As a matter of fact, that put me on to the university, through the university throughout my career.
Excuse me.
All right. So I did my bachelor's and my master's at the university, but I was also lecturing at the Trinidad and Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute.
Ooh, very cool.
And I have been doing work with the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association for the past 11 years.
Wow. Like, I know you are well known up the island for especially this, your expertise behind the counter.
Well, it's more than just bartending. It's more also in the area of food and beverage management,
Right.
and also the management side of the bar.
Ah,
So
okay,
we you know, I think I have bridged both worlds.
Yeah.
Both the mixing of the cocktail, obviously, and obviously making sure the bar is profitable.
Okay. So today, I want you to show me all the basics, because when we think rum punch, we think that traditional Caribbean drink, right?
Well, actually, the rum punch is a very contentious drink because most
Ooh.
islands lay claim to it.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
But
that's for sure.
punch came from the word panka, all right, which really meant 5 ingredients.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have 5 ingredients in this?
Well, it is contendable, all right? So, for example, in the French islands, when they do their tea punch, all right, it is just 3 ingredients. It's a
Right.
white rum, some lime, and some white cane sugar. However, in Trinidad, that also lays claim to the rum punch. I know my Jamaican and Bajan friends would be a
I
bit,
know my Bajan
you know.
family. You're watching me hard for this.
So what we'll be using is a dark rum.
Okay.
Okay. We always start with, we will be using a dark rum because this drink has lots of body, lots of flavor, lots of character.
Okay.
Okay. So a red rum, a gold rum, a white rum just would not do.
We need a
So that's
nice,
our
rich,
spirit.
dark rum.
Our sour definitely is fresh limes.
Okay.
Nothing could work with fresh limes. Not lemon. Must be limes. Nothing from the bottle. No concentrate.
Okay.
Okay. So this is our sour element.
Right.
Then we have our sweet elements. I know some of the islands use sugar syrup.
Yeah,
Or
a simple
demerara
syrup,
syrup.
right.
Or simple syrup. We'll be using brown sugar or demerara sugar.
So we're keeping it classic.
All right? When it comes to, obviously, we have 2 aromatics. We have, in this case, we'll be using a bitter.
Right.
All right? It's already pre-portioned. So, you know, you won't go too heavy on the aromatics because this drink must have balance.
Okay.
It must have balance. And to round it off, nothing beats freshly grated nutmeg.
Love that nutmeg smell.
All right,
I'm
and remember, and you know, we have a simple little rule. We call it the 1, 2, 3, 4 rule.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right? So it's
Break it down for me.
all right. So it's 1 sour,
Okay, so that's the lime.
2 sweet,
Okay, with sugar.
3 spirit,
Okay.
and 4 water. Now we are not using actual water we're
Because
gonna
I'm not
shake.
seeing water here.
Exactly. But when we shake this cocktail, it's going to dilute because ideally we want at least 20%
okay.
water.
Okay.
And a simple fun fact is when you're shaking a cocktail using proper ice, cracked ice or hard ice, if you do a slow count to 10, you get that 20% ratio within the cocktail.
Okay, all right. I'm excited. I have all the knowledge, I think. Demonstrate for me, please. Show me how.
Again, prep mise en place is very important. You know, everything in its proper place.
Everything.
So we're going to start off with just juicing our limes, all right? So we have our handheld juicer, and we're going to juice, but we want to make sure that, you know, no seeds, no pulp gets into there, all right?
So that's why we have the strainer as well.
That's right, all right? So I'm just going to put that here, empty all that there, and we continue again.
I love how particular you are about all the fine details, because making drinks is an art form in itself. It's not just throwing things together and knocking it back.
I think when mixing or anything in food and beverage, as a matter of
Yes.
fact, when you're doing something, I think you must be as professional as possible, but
Absolutely.
obviously having that fun element within it.
Of course, of course.
All right? Right, so Kezzy, it's your turn to do some juicing.
Time for a little labor.
All right,
Do
so
I have the strength?
handheld juicer.
Thank
Let's
you
go.
very much.
Lime face first. The face, yes.
Down.
Rest. All right, because you don't want any juice squirting into your face. You don't want that, right?
All right, okay.
And you just go right down.
And of course, I will get juice all over the counter.
Don't worry,
Of
just
course.
keep your hands a little down when you're juicing.
Ah,
All
closer
right.
in. Okay.
Yes.
So we get rid of this one.
You get
'cause
rid
I
of
think
that.
it's flat.
That's right.
And another. I'm
Okay.
taking one of your bigger looking ones here because I find I ain't get no kind of juice in this thing.
All right, keep your hands a bit down and just take your time. Let the juicer do all the work.
How are we going?
We're going very well.
We need
Very
more
well.
juice than this?
Well, we have more lime.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize you wanted me to put in all the work, so no problem.
So, Kizzy, we're just going to prepare a simple garnish. We're just going to make some orange slices. So,
Okay.
again, we're going to cut, in this case, we're going to cut lengthways. All right, so we can see the face of the orange.
Right.
We just turn it over. And we're just going to make some nice thin cuts.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
Oh, that's it?
Again, make sure the knife is behind your fingers.
Right.
All right. Now, one thing it's one of my little peeves when we are doing garnishes. Seeds. It's always
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah.
And you never serve a guest, even at home,
Yeah. With seeds.
with seeds. It's considered an insult. All right.
Yeah.
We have
I mean,
little
why
traditions.
would you want seeds in your drink?
So we just cut that out. All right. So you see how neat
Ah,
your garnish can be.
Okay.
All right, so I mean, this is just a do-it-yourself approach at home, but again, we just want to make sure we are professional in everything we do. And how difficult is this? How really difficult is this?
It was so easy looking.
All right?
Can I try?
Of course you can.
Okay. Sure. Thank you very much.
All right.
So I'm going to move your orange. I want to start on my own.
That's right.
Y'all know your girl is left-handed, so this is how we go in. So, hands, fingers behind, sorry.
That's
and
right.
We're just going all the way down.
That's right. And just keep your fingers a little curved.
Okay.
Right. Good.
To support the knife.
Yes.
Well, sort of.
Right. So the knife does all the work.
Ah.
Much easier.
Guys, as a bartender. I am a bartender.
Okay, and you just remove that
So
little
then-
pit. Yes, you just
okay.
cut behind the pits and that's it.
I'm super excited. I'm sorry, but I'm so excited for all this. One more, because we don't need that much today.
So Kezzianne, could you pass me the mixing glass?
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna start off very, very simple. So we have obviously our jigger. Now jiggers come in different sizes, all right?
Okay.
So I'm using my 1 by 3-part jigger.
Okay.
Okay.
So 3 parts means 3 ounces?
3 ounces.
Okay.
Okay. But sometimes these are in obviously metric.
Okay.
So what we'll call 1 ounce, it could be same as saying 30 mls.
Okay,
2
okay.
ounces, 60 mls.
Okay,
But we'll
got
stick
it.
to ounces. Keep it
Okay,
simple. All right.
ounces.
So we're gonna start off with our sour. So 1 part, but in this case, I'm just gonna use ½ ounce.
Okay.
Okay. So it's ½ ounce. So I'm just gonna go on one side of my jigger, and I'm just gonna use half. All right. So there is my sour element.
Right.
Now we're going to look at sweet. Now, sweet obviously is 2 parts. So I have 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to use a teaspoon,
It's a heaping teaspoon.
a heaping teaspoon, and a little oomph.
Oh.
All right. Why am I doing that? Because experience, this lime juice obviously is fresh, and obviously you can actually smell the acidity.
It's strong.
It's strong. Okay. So that is my 2 parts, in this case, sweet.
All right.
And now I'm going to put obviously my 3 parts
Just the
spirit.
rum.
No, it's not 3 ounces. It's really 1.5. All right. We
Okay.
can border on 2.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put obviously 1.5 ounces.
1.5 ounces.
Just
so
goes
that's
right
3
up to the
parts.
measure there. All right. Good. And obviously, remember, we need a little aromatic in this. Remember, bitter
Right.
is what accentuates the other
Right.
3 parts of
Right,
the
of
cocktail.
course.
So what we will do, we'll put some aromatic bitters. Now this has been measured. This is 4 dashes of bitters right here. 4 solid dashes.
Okay, strong
Remember, rum
dashes.
punch also has to have lots of aroma and character. Okay. Right. And then finally, although we garnish the nutmeg last, I put a little sample inside the cocktail because it again brings out flavor. And I'm not using the powdered nutmeg. All right, so I just put a little sprinkle.
Fresh.
Everything is fresh, obviously.
Right.
So I take my little bar spoon, I can give it a little stir. All right. Without putting your nose to it, you could get that character inside there already. Okay. So we know we're on the right track. A drink without aroma, something is wrong.
Not making sense.
All right. So it's just time to ice our cocktail.
Okay, sure. Let me give you an assist.
All right. And we have to make sure we use lots of ice as possible because remember that rule we spoke about.
Yes. We
We want to make sure the cocktail is properly diluted.
Okay.
All right. So we have to be heaping. Right. And what you could do for me, now our glasses have been pre-chilled, but I want you now to ice the glass if possible.
Sure.
Right? So
So
you
just put a little bit of ice in there?
but as much ice as you can. All right. And what I'm going to do now is give it this a good shake. So this is our mixing glass here. I'm just going to put the tin, a little tap, turn it over, and we're going to shake.
Ooh! Excitement! Wow.
A little more ice.
A little more ice on
Of
this?
course.
So we're trying to get a frozen glass going on here?
That's right. And when working with, obviously, our two-part shaker, just a gentle tap,
Just to release.
just to release.
Ah, okay, cool.
And it's time, obviously, for some double straining. All right?
Double straining.
Double straining.
Okay, what's
So we want to
what's the
make sure,
purpose?
we want to make sure there's no pulp inside there. Neither any elements of that cocktail. So obviously you have a very fresh looking drink.
Smells
You smell the
so
aroma.
nice. It
All
smells
right?
good.
And finally, we just crowned off with
The garnish.
our garnish. All right, and obviously we can just open it up a bit.
Ooh, so we can get a little fancy. Get a little fancy at home.
That's right.
And that's it?
So this is our little rum punch, and what I do, well, most bartenders do,
Right.
they would lightly dust the cocktail, the finished cocktail.
Okay.
So you want obviously to get that aroma
Yeah.
and obviously get a good visual of the cocktail. So you lightly dust. You lightly dust. And that's it.
So now it's my turn. I mean, I have to make one for myself, right?
That's right.
All right, so let's do this.
And I think it's time to assemble our garnish, and it's just putting obviously our 3 orange slices with a maraschino cherry. Start off with the spare the maraschino cherry first.
So basically, stab a cherry.
That's right.
All right, we got a cherry on there.
All right, and we're just going to go through the rind of
Okay.
each of them in the middle. Perfect. Right?
Now- wait, no, we're not in there.
All right,
Okay.
next.
I need to move this a little bit. All right, there we go.
Right, next. Make sure it's through the rinder.
I hope so.
All right, and you just put it on the side there now. Perfect job. Perfect job.
All right, so we just lay it out there.
Right, and now you're going to get, in this case, your tin.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so now we're going to start off with our sour.
Okay, so sour lime.
Yes.
Right.
And you're going to put half ounce. You're going to use the smaller side of the jigger.
Okay.
You're just going to go midway.
All right, so
All right. And just work over here. Just work behind.
Okay.
All right. So right. Good. And keep your jigger straight. Good.
Straight. Got it.
And just roll into the tin.
So that's enough?
That's enough. Half.
All right.
Good.
And then we're down in there.
Right. And that's your sour right there. Now we're going to go with sweet. And it's 2 parts sweet. So just use 1 heaping teaspoon there and a little oomph. All right.
Okay, so heaping.
Right. And a little something
Uh-huh.
again. Right.
Uh-huh.
That's perfect. Good. And
Nice.
now it's time for the spirit.
Right.
So we're going to use the bigger side, and we're going to
Alright.
pour 1.5 ounces or bordering on 2. And we're going to go right up to that first line you're seeing there. And obviously we are using, in this case, a dark rum.
Yes.
All right. We need a rum that is very full bodied. Okay. Very well. And
Right.
now it's time to put in our bitters.
Okay.
So your bitters has been already pre-measured. That's 4 heaping
So the
solid
whole-
dashes. The whole thing
whole
goes
thing.
inside there.
Got it.
We want to get aroma, not just flavor, but we want to get aroma. And obviously now it's time to put a little hint of nutmeg.
Yes, the nutmeg.
All right.
Okay.
Light. We want a light dusting because although spices are very nice when they're used in a very fresh way, if you overdo it with the spices, they tend to be bitter. They leave a bitter aftertaste.
Is that enough?
That's
Or-
perfect.
All
That's
right.
perfect.
Yay!
All right, so I know your glass has been pre-chilled.
Yes.
All right, so we don't have ice in there. That's fine. Once your glass is pre-chilled,
Right.
now we need to fill that with ice. So grab your mixing tin there.
Wait. So we're going with this guy.
Right, and pour everything into that mixing tin.
Pouring this in here.
Yes.
Okay.
And now you're going to try put as much ice in there because remember we have to dilute this cocktail. Huh?
Got it.
This cocktail is a very powerful cocktail.
It's only rum going on in there.
Well, we have sour, we have some sweet.
Yeah.
But yes, the rum is going to do some damage. Definitely the rum is going to do some damage.
So you'll tell me if
All
I
right.
need to keep going.
Perfect, that's it.
That's
so now
it?
you just put your tin on top, you just
Okay.
turn it over like that.
Please,
And you
thank
give it
you.
a little tap.
Little
and
tap.
you go ahead, you hold both sides and you shake over your shoulder.
Well, I mean, doesn't
Ooh.
matter which shoulder because I'm left-handed.
Any shoulder,
Pray
Kezzianne.
for your
Any,
girl,
any
guys.
shoulder.
Pray for your girl.
So I'm going to ice you up in the meantime. You have to put a little more effort into that, Kezzianne.
I go to the gym. I could do this. We're still shaking because
Slow 10, slow 10. Now you
Feel
have
like
to
a reach.
aerate the cocktail. When you're shaking,
Yeah.
you have to put a little effort in it because what you're doing is also incorporating air into the cocktail. And how do you know when a cocktail is properly shaken? You can stop now. We can see the entire shaker is chilled, all right? And obviously your fingers are
my
freezing.
arm's feeling it.
Right, but the fingers are freezing as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, yeah.
All right, so now
Definitely
it's just
cozy
time to
touch.
break the seal. We just do a gentle tap. You just put one finger on top there and you just tap right there. All right, so you could do it. Anyone could do it. All right?
And
Just
then
a
it's
little
supposed to come out?
That's
Oh,
right, right.
That was a harder tap. You could have told me a strong man tap.
Well, you told me to go to the gym, you know. All right. So now we're going to double strain.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously, finger
Right.
behind there, and you're just going to pour straight through.
Okay,
All
sure.
right. So we
So
want to
there?
make sure, right? And we want to make sure, obviously, no pulp goes in there. And just pour in the middle. Perfect pour. Perfect measurement.
Thank
Perfect
you.
measurement. And we want to make sure when we are putting this together, we just
Yes.
raise this, put these guys together.
Yeah.
And we just remove.
Put them away.
All right. So now we just have to make sure we assemble our garnish properly.
Yeah, because I don't know how to get that skewer all the way
Right.
down.
Okay, so you will now put the garnish inside there and you just dress it accordingly.
So just rest it in.
Well, you just turn it over.
Okay, on the side.
That's
right. I'm not paying
Okay.
attention.
All right. Don't worry, Kezzianne. It's all part of the learning process. All right. Very nice. And now you're going to lightly dust some nutmeg on top.
Alrighty. So this is the finishing touch.
The finishing touch, but you want to make sure it's lightly dusted all over the drink. So just aim properly with these. All right. And you could put a
How's
little
that?
some on the garnish itself.
Well, some.
All right.
How
Are
we
you
feeling?
getting that aroma?
Yeah.
Well, you're on the.
So excited.
All right, look how simple it is. So what? Just to recap, it is the rum punch is really a very straightforward drink.
Yeah.
And contrary to popular belief, it has nothing to do with gender. It's not a man's drink as some people believe it is. All right.
It's a Caribbean drink. It's for everybody.
It's for everyone.
At home.
Once you're over 18. Okay.
Once you're over 18, guys.
So it's spirit, sour, sweet, bitter.
Done.
And remember the 1, 2, 3, 4. You remember the 1, 2, 3, 4 rule?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So now it's my favorite part. I mean, we have to taste.
I would say so.
All right.
Well, ladies first. Salute.
Want to smell? Well, don't you want to take a taste with me?
Well, might
I
as
mean,
well.
come on, we're doing this right.
All right.
Cheers.
Sharing?
No, I could get a jug of this for home.
Well, you just have to juice more limes, that's all.
Thank God you showed me how to make it.
Okay.
This is excellent. Love. You started with tasting in stages. So we get spirit first, then we do
sour.
sour, then we get
Sweet in the background.
Yeah,
okay?
and the last thing that you taste is that little bitter.
Bitter
that little
and the
bitter.
nutmeg. But
But the
again,
smell.
when we raise that glass to,
Yeah.
we get that aroma.
Let's raise the glass one more. This was excellent. Thank
You're
you
welcome,
so
Kezzianne.
much. I appreciate it. I'm so excited to be learning so much more with you. Drinks, we're going to cover everything under the Caribbean sun. Anything and
We're not
everything.
being technical, we're just keeping it easy, informal, and you don't have to leave your home to go to those fancy bars to make fancy drinks.
You
All
can
right?
get quality drinks at home, guys. So if you want to see us make some more things, put that in the comments below. Tell us all the drink recipes that you want to find out more about. And Raakesh and I will be here to help you out on Wah Yuh Drinkin. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.